Mate, that is sick, isn't it? So that there is rabbit and polenta. Thank you very much for an amazing day. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go hunt for some rabbit. Hey! They're quite friendly, aren't they?
Brothers, they are friendly enough. And I wouldn't put your nose too much closer. Just pottering about looking for the right bit to start on.
Well, this is a bit of fucking alright then.
Here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Sit, fella.
Got him! Good morning! We're gonna live forever! I don't have any gas, so that's fucking useless. So, fine if you need one. I went into the shop and they were like, no mate, you can't buy any fucking booze at this time. It's 10 o'clock Scottish morning. It's like bullshit, isn't it? Trying to make me out like I was an alcoholic. All I wanted to do was get some whiskey for later. Cream cookery. It's that fucking Nicola Sturgeon. Let's take some cups. Take some tea bags. Take this olive oil. Let's take this salt.
Yes, we get ferreting first off.
Okay.
Because you could get stuck with them for 2 hours.
Okay, fantastic.
So you're best to try and get your ferreting done in the morning. And then we can take the dog for a hunt under that mist through that bracken.
Okay, yeah. Let's do it.
Cool.
Oh, I'm buzzing for that. I've never been ferreting before.
Have you not?
No.
Oh Christ, neither of these ferrets, so it might be a total disaster.
Have you had a...
I've had other ferrets that they went, so we're on to fresh ferrets, they're micro ferrets, so they're tiny.
Okay.
So we'll see, you might see
What
one
is,
coming out
how long have people been using ferrets for?
Oh, hundreds of years.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a slow way of rabbit control, but it's another way. Here we kill between 1,500 and 2,000 rabbits a year, and ferreting's just one of our ways of keeping on to them.
How come, do you know why they started using ferrets? Were ferrets?
I suppose cheap to keep, cheap to run, quite discreet. No shotgun noise. You know, if you bolt your rabbits to a net, you're not using a gun.
Yeah.
So, for people that couldn't afford a gun or wanted to be quiet, it was a good way of doing it. Absolutely. Yeah.
You get any poachers up here?
Occasionally, there'll always be people poaching.
They're not. You
don't catch them very often.
They're not alive anymore. Do they come out to a whistle? The
ferrets, you can try whistling. They'll not. No, they'll come out when they're ready. So honestly, it's put a ferret down, stand ready with the gun, nets over the holes if we're netting or we do a combination, and it's wait and see. Ferret might come out first, rabbit might come out first. Ferret could be down for an hour, it might be down for 5 minutes.
Okay.
There's no control over it.
You carry them in a box, do you?
Carry them in a box. Back. Dogs never met ferrets, so.
Hey!
Has your dog met ferrets?
No.
Right. Back. In.
Down pig.
So they're fully grown. These are two brothers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were they wild?
Well, originally, but then obviously just like dogs, I suppose, you know. Yeah. They've been bred and domesticated, but yeah. I love things. I've kept ferrets since since I was probably 8 years old.
Pretty cool, aren't they?
So.
Are they?
Yeah, over 20 years I've kept ferrets. But as I say, they're
quite friendly,
pair
aren't
of
they?
brothers, they are friendly enough. And I wouldn't put your nose too much closer. You do find out how friendly they are. You might get a little love bite.
They're so long. Look at them.
Oh, and these are tiny ferrets. These are honestly
get all the way down
just about half the size of most folks' ferrets.
Look at that.
So,
and they go down there so they can get through the...
They can turn around like, you know, a U-bend it. They're remarkable creatures. A bit like that is a nightmare for ferreting. Very deep, very big. That's the sort of spot you could lose a ferret in for a few hours. Yeah. So we'll potter up and over through there, this shallower bit. It's tricky at the moment because the bracken's still standing, so harder to spot. Just pottering about looking for the right bit to start on. Maybe just there, looking for holes that need netted. In this instance, the best place is to leave it open for Tom to shoot, because we've got a lot of cover. So I'm going to leave the top holes open, where he'll have more chance to get the gun working, net up anything down low where it would jump straight into the bracken. It's a bit awkward. You know, later in the year when this bracken's flat, much easier, because you can go wherever you want out here. And also just checking for sign, seeing if it looks fresh used. You know, just because there's rabbit holes doesn't mean they're being used much. But in this case, I think
how can you tell if they've been
fresh shit, really? You know, fresh shit, scratchings. Also just the fact that this is grazed hard. You know, when you get off an area where the rabbits aren't living, the grass is tall and fluffy, and this is short and green. You know, it's just nip, nip, nip the whole time. Really safe to shoot everywhere. If stuff bolts and gets into this bracken, it's going to run straight for those holes, and they're still within range, so you might see it pop up on the back there and shoot it. Be careful of the ferret. The ferrets do not tend to come out flying, they come out pottering. Just don't shoot. There's no rush with a young pet. You know, young, inexperienced ferret, this is all fresh scent for it, so hopefully it'll go down. Shall we go and get some gun dogs?
Yeah.
And have a walk through that heather and see if we can produce anything that
Yeah.
way?
We're retiring the ferrets. It's the first time through. They're a bit tired. One of them stung their paw on an apple. We're going to have a cup of tea, shall we? Well, this is a bit of fucking alright, isn't it? In the rain. Hot cup of tea.
Right, just going to the top edge of that, the nearest piece of bracken. Actually, no, just go straight here. We'll nip through these bits. You have to be quick and just watch out for dogs. If your dog's not on something, just swing it down here, guys. We'll come down this ridge and then head back in. Go through that little one in that heather. Did you see him?
No.
That piece of heather that's straight in front, you come this side of it. We'll just head straight into that. There, in that heather, they're in that block. That patch of heather with the fire through it. Two I've seen move in there.
On the left hand side or?
They're just straight down the hole. A third one, right in there. So, Tom, aim for the junction between the burnt and the unburnt heather. Just wait there. Here. Steady. Come on, come on. Yeah, Bella. Go on. Belle, Belle, Belle. Come on. Here you go, here you go, here you go. Sit, Bella, Bella, Bella. Here, here.
Got him!
Well done.
Good play, Perthshire.
Well done. I'm glad you got that. Here, Belle, Belle. Well done.
Right in the back legs, right.
Oh,
Be a good one to eat.
we'll eat the liver.
Fuck me.
Hell of a hunt.
That was a good hunt.
It just shows
That's
you,
a hunt.
It shows you how much fun you can have
That's a hunt.
just with a rabbit. Exactly that.
So, dogs were all over that piece of heather. We were going through the jungle.
Awesome.
Very good.
Well done, bud.
Well done, Josh.
Good
Really?
job. Good job.
Hey. Oh, you know, we worked for that.
We did.
That was a proper hunt.
Every bit as exciting as a deer or a salmon. You know, a little rabbit.
Obviously, just like it.
Pop. Let's do it on the grass. Bury the gun.
That's the liver. The liver can stay in. And the heart, okay? Take the tail off, that's all that makes everyone sad, isn't it? Would you say I've done a good job there, sir?
The guts are outside, so you've done the job.
We got the job. We got the kidneys, the liver inside, and the heart.
Spot on.
Carry on.
On the hill, I just chucked it under the heather, you know.
Oh, Father, right, never know be thy name. If it all fucking fails, be a grave digger. Wash the hands. Nice one. Hey. Jobs are good in.
Max, it's good hide ground. Wake up the sticks about that one.
Fucking bit roast a rabbit. Okay. Give it for this rabbit. Take the mouth off. Can you imagine back in the day making my bow and arrow? Now everyone's just like doing a TikTok dance and shit. Is it? Look at that, that's gonna be perfect.
Get this rabbit skin for Tom.
How's best to do it? Obviously, as you are.
Straight through at the back with the rabbits, nice and easy. And the skin becomes the handles.
Slightly bigger tan. This is real fucking cooking, Patrick. Caveman shit. I'm just trying to get so it can just hold the rabbit evenly. You know, making it more like a cross than an actual round spit, because the rabbit's going to be attached to the front ways down, back ways down. Yeah, the rabbit's going to be attached over the top, so we're just putting a little bit of support here so I can kind of spread the legs out. Spread the legs out, it's more like a spatchcock, so it'll cook a bit quicker, you know. Keep it down here. half the fun, isn't it? Filming. Some people enjoy shooting them, don't enjoy cooking them. It's not showing them how you can extend the enjoyment of your day. First, you need an awesome dog like Peggy. Okay, so we got the cross. Rabbit going here, rabbit going here. Spatchcocked on the grill. Alfie's going to come and do some turning for us. These rabbits are going to be attached to this. So we had a great day out with Josh. We worked very hard for that first one. We shot it just up here in that little heathery bit. Never worked so hard for a rabbit. Tommy, 2 shots, 2 rabbits today. Pretty fucking cool, isn't it? 2 shots, 2 rabbits. Alfie's doing his hair for his appearance on the camera. Okay, so we've gutted these. Got inside here, we've got liver. Liver. Kidney. Heart, it's the lungs. Liver, kidney, heart, that's the main thing. Alf, can you just come in there? Health and safety, mate. Food hygiene practice. Keep going, like a running tap. Okay, so we're taking as much blood out of these animals as possible. First one was a fucking exceptional shot. Oh look, there's a pellet. Must warning, game might contain shot, okay? Okay, to attach these animals to the skewer, we're just going to cut through the rib cage like that. So we can open up the front end. Right, flat like that. You see, we open it up as if we were doing like an asado of lamb. That's an asado in English. Oh, my chicken stock is boiling. That's for the polenta. So what we're going to do, whole grilled rabbit with creamed polenta. Creamy polenta. Open up those as well. Okay, so this cross here. So what we'll do is just go through the back. The wire doesn't need to be this heavy duty, by the way. Some people are going to say there's an awful lot of wire for one rabbit. Mate, that is fucking sick, isn't it? Okay, so what we're going to have to do, like we do it with any meat, oil, and salt. Try not to get oil all over Peggy. Salt, fine salt. Peggy, out the way. Fine salt, liberally seasoned. Liberal. Turn it over. A bit of oil and salt over there. Got that first one. He definitely had a shot. Look, the pellets in the front leg as well. So he got really good. He got blasted. Okay, start on the top side. Yeah. I'll just come and grab that bit of turf, put it underneath that log. This is called physics, counterbalance, counter lever. Right underneath there, boom. Flat as fuck, mate. Look, hey, someone listens to fucking physics. Let's get rid of the bloody tissue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I took the fucking elastic bands off these things, didn't I? Twat. One more piece of wire won't hurt, will it? Okay, so what I'm going to do here, get a little bit of water, 1:1 salt and water. So I'm just going to use that as a little brine. Sorry, 2 parts water, 1 part salt. Put a bit of vinegar in there as well. A little bit of oil. So when so this is just salty, touch vinegar, touch oil. That's just adding flavour to the outside of the skin, especially when what we can do is turn it now. You see how that's cooking nicely. Get even heat. Get a little bit more heat in there. The great thing about cooking over fires is managing heat. You know, you've got to really feel, touch, play with it. You can see you can't really touch the backside of the meat. It's not going to burn straight away, but you can't hold your hand there first. Yeah. So that's chicken stock. Chicken stock, and then we've got polenta here. So bring the chicken stock to the boil. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll just whisk in the polenta. That'll cook out for about 20 minutes. You can get this polenta cooked early, and then all we do is finish it with butter and parmesan. So once we're up to the boil, Alfie, you can come and get rid of this pan. It does need a bit of attention, the polenta, because it needs to be properly cooked out and not stuck to the bottom. You know it's cooked when it's like comes away from the sides easily. You got to cook it nice and slow. Can cook it in just water. I mean, with chicken stock you just get an extra bit, a bit more flavour in there. A lot more flavour in there. Flavour's the aim of the game. Legs on that side are getting cooked down there. So I'm just going to pull that polenta off, put a lid on it. It's going to be good to just hold that hot until we're ready to use it ready to add the butter. So, butter. Oh, and then this handle's been melted. So it's going to go through the polenta. It's going to thicken it up, make it nice and rich and unctuous. Those getting hot here. Hot food, hot plates, obviously. What we can do now is to finish with the top. That's pretty good. game sauce. So it's just basically a stock, chicken stock, and over roasted game bones. Make it in the restaurant. It's you know, this is a bit more of a labour of love. Takes a bit of time, but worth doing. Just gonna use that to finish the rabbit. We need to season up the polenta. Not too much salt, because adding Parmesan adds salted butter, so we don't want too much salt going in now. Finish the polenta here. Lots of butter. Good amount of butter. Butter and then Parmesan, like you finish risotto. Last thing we're going to do, smoke the rabbit with rosemary. And then the Parmesan. That is going to be fucking good on its own. Even if I fuck up the rabbit, that. Where is that? That is top quality. And I'm just going to get the tray hot, so when I carve the rabbit, I'll put it in the hot tray. A little bit of butter in there. A bit of butter and oil in the tray, get it all nicely lubricated. So, off with said rabbit. 2 shots, 2 rabbits. So, just releasing this fucking from his cross. One leg. That's the loins. You got the front end. Rib cage. Another back leg. What you'd call a saddle here. Easy to gnaw off the bone from that loin from that side. You see how much meat there is. Just whilst I'm getting the rest of it done up. Bit of pepper over that. Black pepper over the meat, a little bit of lemon juice as well. Final kiss of love. Grilled meat loves lemon juice. Okay. Just whilst we are waiting there, we can give it. What would be super nice over this as well, just to finish off, is just to do a little bit of chopped rosemary. You just put a little bit of chopped rosemary through this sauce. So not only is it going to add nice colour, nice herbaceous finish. Okay, let's plate up. cheesy. Nothing, polenta. Yeah. One on each. One leg on each. Josh, thank you very much for an amazing day. And so,
Well,
you want to try that?
oh boy.
Such a light meat as well. Sustainable.
Yep.
We worked for it. We worked for the first one. The second one was a bonus because we worked for half of the first.
Second one was a brutal bonus indeed.
But the combination is like, you know, you could do mashed potatoes with it, go really well. You can make a stew out of it.
Well, that's good rabbit. You've brought me back round to rabbit, Tom.
But it's the romanticism of like cooking outside. It's
The whole thing.
we shot it there. The dogs worked hard. The ferrets worked hard. That was epic. Whew.